Assalamualaikum. How are you all? Welcome back to an online class. Hope you all are doing good in your studies, in your health, and everything, isn't it? Study properly, work hard. I hope all have completed their classworks. I'm continuously reminding in all my classes, isn't it? All classworks with glossary, question answers, grammar, neatly, whatever we are doing in the classes, complete it. It will give you marks. You're in 10th grade. Okay? Covered notebooks, brown cover should be on it. The Brave Potter will continue with this lesson, our second unit, The Brave Potter, part C. Do you remember a little bit of this lesson? How he was a drunken man? Yeah? Can you tell me? Drunken man thought his donkey for the tiger. It was raining, so he took the tiger in his innocence, in his drunken state. He came tired from job. He told his wife to bring some wine. He drank it. He felt okay, but he started doing nonsense things. He thought tiger as his pet donkey, and he went outside in that drowsiness only. He tied the donkey out of his house, but it was not donkey, it was tiger. We continue with the lesson. Okay, what happened? And war is going to start between two villages, between two countries. So what did the king do? He called this brave potter, brave man. He remembered he did so well, so they called him. And now see what's happened in this story. Okay, now the poor potter go to the palace the next day. How could he, a poor ignorant potter, become the general of army? The king made him general of army. He's so brave and all. So they wanted to win. So they took the help of this potter. He had never carried a sword, nor he had even ridden a horse. He's so innocent, poor fellow. But that drunken condition, he did like this to the tiger, like a donkey he treated, and he showed his bravery. So everyone is happy. The king have shown him great respect, and he has given him the general of army. He has made him. Now see what happens in this story. Or I shall die because of that stupid donkey, groaned the potter to his wife. He has only brought us trouble. The next day he sent with his wife to the capital. The king was pleased to see him and ordered the potter to lead the army into the battle the next day. The enemy were not far from the gates of the city. A splendid house has been prepared for the potter and his wife. A beautiful new house in the honor has been given to them for to stay. The horse which would carry him into the battle was ready in the stable. Interesting story, no? That night the potter could not sleep. He was nervous and worried because he did not know how to ride a horse. Poor fellow, he doesn't know anything. But the king have given him so much respect, so much honor, made him general of army. Now he have to prove himself, isn't it? Or they will not leave him, will kill him. If I fall off, he's not able to sleep in this trouble. If I fall off, everybody will laugh at him. There will be no respect left. He thought, I will get up very early tomorrow and practice horse riding. At dawn, the potter woke up his wife and they went to the stable. Very early morning is called dawn, before Fajr. They saw the beautiful brown horse ready for its new master. The horse was beautiful and the master is ready. What is the color of the horse? Brown. When you get comprehension from the lesson, what you should know the story and you should know all the meaning. Beautiful, antonym of beautiful. Antonym means opposite. Ugly. Make synonym of beautiful, pretty. Make a sentence with the word I had a beautiful doll. Okay. What is the color of the horse? Which animal is described in the story? Who is narrated? Who is the brave man in the story? What is his job? He is a potter. Which is the lesson? From which lesson did of the text is his essay is his comprehension. The brave potter, you should be able to answer so many questions. That's why we are doing slowly one by one lessons for comprehensions. Okay, then we'll do grammar thoroughly, editing, okay, posture. Most of it you have done in ninth class, but we'll do it again. Got it? Posture, letter writing, formal letter, informal letter, inshallah, one by one, everything. Don't worry, but go through it properly. Whatever you all have been taught in all subjects, write down in your class books neatly with your homeworks, glossary, all the points, and go through it. Read the readers also thoroughly, all the readers, not only English or biology, all subjects you have to read all the whole lesson properly. You cannot tell from where what question can come. Direct questions don't come. There will be indirect questions. You know the answer, but the way it asks, you will get troubled. That's why you have to listen to the explanation carefully. At dawn, the potter woke up his wife and went to the stable. They saw the beautiful brown horse ready for its master. "Oh, how tall he is," sighed the potter. "I shall never be able to climb on his back." Okay, even with the bench, the potter had much difficulty climbing onto the horse's back. He was a short fellow. When he was finally seated, he found that the saddle was very slippery. Where he is sitting or where he is keeping the leg, it is called saddle. It is very slippery. "Please tie my feet." Where on the horse, when they sit and keep their feet, no, that place is called saddle. It is slippery, so what he wants? Someone to tie, his wife only is there with him, to tie his leg, my feet, to the stirrups. "Dear wife," said the potter, "otherwise I shall certainly fall off." His wife found some rope and bound her husband's feet tightly to the stirrups. What happened then? She then passed the rope underneath the horse and tied the two stirrups together. She also passed a length of rope around the potter's waist and tied him to the saddle. Poor fellow cannot get down now. "Now please tie my hands to his neck," said the potter. As he's telling, she's doing. Meanwhile, the big brown horse would impatiently pawed his hooves on the ground. He started moving now. When the potter's wife tried to pass another rope around the neck, the horse suddenly jumped free. It broke its rope, which was tied on near his neck. No, usually it broke it. It started jumping. He jumped free. It galloped out of the stable with the potter hanging like a sack of rice on his back. He started. Only the ropes kept him from crashing to the ground. The potter held tightly to the horse's neck and prayed to all the gods to save him his life. After galloping through the quiet streets, the horse started. Poor fellow he came just for practice, told his wife to tie the ropes. She tied both the hands, both the legs, and the horse is going in a full swing. After galloping through the quiet streets, the horse crashed through the city gates and raced across the open fields. It leapt over fences and streams and began to head for the enemy's camp. When the potter realized where they were going, he tried harder than ever to stop the horse. He started to stop the horse, but he could not. He pulled wildly on the reins, but it was of no use. The horse galloped on. He started moving, running very fast. When they passed a young tree, small tree, the potter grabbed a branch. He tried to catch the branch, the tree. He tried to hold it and get down. But the horse did not stop. Instead, the tree pulled out of the ground. You can see in the picture, right? What happened? The tree only came from the roots. And he caught it like a hero and he's running on the horse. A sentry from the enemy camp saw the potter galloping towards the camp with a tree in one hand and his reins in the other. That must be the general who captured a tiger with his bare hands. See, no doubt he's worried, but the scene is in such a way that all are very happy with him. He's getting a lot of appraisals. Very good. Wow, what a genius potter. He thought now he has uprooted a tree with only one hand. He's not an ordinary man, he's a giant. Run, run, save yourselves. Famous tiger general is coming at the head of the large army to attack us. Seeing that scene, his enemies are scared of him and they run away. He has the strength of a giant. He has uprooted a tree with one hand. Shocking story, interesting story, right? The frightened soldiers fled. They were they fainted. They were worried. What is happening is all. Their king was left by himself in his tent. Hurriedly, he wrote a letter begging for peace and apologizing for attacking the country. Quickly, he wrote a letter for peace. I don't want to fight. Sorry. Apologizing means sorry for the attack. He left this letter in the tent. Then he jumped on his horse and followed his soldiers. He went away. When the potter's brown horse reached the deserted camp, it stopped. The horse was running. It stopped near the camp of enemies. With shaking hands, the potter untied his feet and fell to the ground. When he looked around, he was surprised to find the camp empty. Lucky fellow. He looked in the king's tent and found the letter. The puzzled potter walked back to the city. He was so happy. With the letter in his pocket, he went to his wife and gave her the letter. Dear wife, he said, never in my life will I ride a horse again. Please take this letter to our king and tell him that the enemy has run away. I am going to bed. His wife ran towards the palace with the letter. She is happy that his husband has done such great work. When the king read the letter, he was very happy. He was full of praise for his new general. He asked the potter's wife, where has her husband been? My husband is tired, your majesty. The servants have put him to bed, answered the wife respectfully. Let him take rest. Tell him to come tomorrow morning to receive his award. Next morning, the potter went to the king's palace. He left the brown horse in stable and walked to the palace with his wife. He is happy for the gift. The streets were filled with cheers, crowding, hip hip hooray, and all people were very happy. They had all heard about the brave action. Look how humble he is, they said to each other. Any other man would ride to the palace on a horse, but he is walking like an ordinary man. He is walking, poor fellow. He is trebly a humble and brave man. See what all he got, isn't it? King is giving him reward. King rewarded the potter so well that he need not to work again. The country was peaceful for the rest of his life, and the potter never rode a. Got it? See the homework for today. First one. What did the tiger think the mysterious creature was? Why did he allow himself bound around the neck with a thick rope? Second one. What made the potter angry? Third one. Why did the king make the potter the general of the army? All can write the answer and send me till evening, no? Fourth one. Why do you think the sentry feels that the potter is a giant? Okay, children, thank you. See you in next class. In the evening, 5 to 8, I want all the homeworks. Thank you. Assalamu alaikum.